Hey guys, when the government gives your money away to the Ukraine, it's criminal. Why? Because the government has never had any authority to do so. Members of Congress can give away as much of their own money as they want to, but they've never had any authority to give away your money. Now, what if I told you that the government pays a foreign country to let it implement a practice where it puts hidden codes, special fees within what you buy? Now, I can't mention this country or its people, but I can tell you that they have rabbis and they use synagogues. First, I start with this. There are very few states that have taxes on your food. And in fact, most of them exempt taxes on your food. Every time you buy groceries, you are paying a hidden special tax to a, quote, chosen people, unquote. And these chosen people make up less than 2% of the population, yet they require the other 98% of us to fund them and everything that they do. These chosen people even have a special prayer. It's called Kol Nidre, Kolnidre. And what that prayer does, they say it at least once a year. What that prayer does is it absolves them of every sin that they commit on the other 98% of us. Every food manufacturer in the U.S. is required to pay a rabbi to come in and look over the production line and make sure that it's kosher, that it meets the chosen people's standards. And every grocery store must let a rabbi come in there and inspect every shelf and make sure that the foods with their codes on them are promoted more heavily than every other food. In the past, that's why generic foods were cheaper, was because they didn't have these codes on them. But I looked recently and the generic foods have them also now. The bottom line is, if these codes weren't on your foods, your grocery bill would be a hell of a lot cheaper. Every symbol on these foods, and it's not just food products, in a grocery store resembles a rabbinical organization. And just one symbol takes in $20 million a year. Now, there are 275 rabbinical organizations in the U.S. alone. That's over $5.5 billion a year just from the U.S. And there's over 400 of these organizations around the world. The typical codes in the U.S. are a U in a circle, a D, the letter D, the letter K, and the letter P. Those are the most prominent ones that I've found. You have to remember that the government encourages these people to do this. They pay them, in fact, and let them create their schemes to steal from us on a daily basis, on necessities of life. So I hope you go into your cabinets, refrigerators, look at your foods. Some of them are much worse than others. Cereal, all cereals I've found have multiple codes on them. And just go look and see for yourselves and decide if it's real or it's not. You guys have a good day. Please like and subscribe.